Hi, I hope everyone's doing well today. I decided to come on here and put my face on a video. And it's interesting, every time I have come on either with pick-a-cards or just general channeled messages where I'm showing my face, it triggers a lot of people, which I find to be kind of comical and definitely not an indicator of anything wrong with me, but the limits of where other people are at. And so with that in mind, I think somebody needs to hear the message that you don't need to hide. You don't need to feel ashamed about who you are. Anything about your presence. So maybe this can indicate like somebody out there or people within my collective that have instinctually been kind of feeling like they need to shrink their light. They need to kind of tuck themselves away from the rest of the world. Maybe you've been going through some things, you've been doing some shadow work, or it's just something that's been conditioned in you. This is the time to let yourself be seen. Shine brightly and just let those haters see themselves out. So with that in mind, anybody who's bothered about my face being on this video, you can unsubscribe right now. We won't miss you here on this channel. There's plenty of other people out there that you might resonate more with. So with that in mind, this feels like a time where my collective is encouraged to become very emboldened. Some of us may be in the process of trying to find our voice again after some kind of process of metamorphosis, things that we've gone through, things in the world around us, the world in general, particularly in the United States where I am from, so I'm speaking from that perspective. We're all going through a time of change right now, and change can definitely be scary. The instinct being to sort of tuck away, hide away, sort of just ride out the storm. And there's an energy coming through of a more effective way to do that, or for those that feel that urge to kind of step beyond that tension. Put yourself out there. It's never too late to rebrand. It's never too late to begin again. It's never too late to declare to yourself, to others who didn't want to see you prosper, to even your past self that might have made certain mistakes, made certain choices, and you ended up in certain circumstances. This is the time to release that version of you that felt I need to pay a perpetual penance. I need to just hide away and punish myself. I need to just sit in that energy of being cloaked in shame while the rest of the world carries on and I'm just kind of huddled around my suffering. So this is the energy of breakthrough. This is the energy of pushing forward into a new season of your life, the next stage of your evolution, or anything that you've been working on behind the scenes, that you've done your due diligence, you've laid that very proper foundation, and it's time to put that out a little bit in some way, in whatever way, shape, and form that resonates with some of you. So maybe it's going to be putting your face out there and letting yourself be seen, kind of announcing to the world, here I am. I'm back, or I'm here for the first time. For others of you, this is going to be taking that first step to kind of like look around at the life that you're living and really ask yourself kind of, where can I improve? Where can I do something better? Where can I step outside of my comfort zone, go against the grain of what I have been compelled to do, what I have been sort of forced to do, what I might have found myself within, but I want something better for myself. So as far as love and romance is concerned, because this is mostly a love and romance channel, although I keep trying to push forward like other messages, other energies, because there's so much more to life than just partnerships and chasing that loving feeling with other people. So this may be something where you can apply those themes and messages in order to better align with something that could be like a higher vibrational connection. For some of you, you've got a new partner on the horizon, or maybe even someone you're getting ready to reconnect with. And if you're sitting in that vibration of kind of like, okay, I'm waiting for something from the past to come back around, or I've been doing that internal work, I've been doing that healing, I've been trying to kind of make the most of the moment, and you're looking around in this kind of static energy, like, where are they? Where's the person? Where's my new person? Where's something that aligns with like the version of myself that I become? This can be your encouragement to like take that next step forward because it feels like a whole new life awaits you on the other side of kind of breaking out of the cocoon, breaking out of the mold, doing something very unexpected, something that, you know, might feel kind of like the scariest thing that you could do for yourself, that emboldens you, that announces to the world, like, here I am, I'm taking steps forward, I'm ready for something new. So if you're waiting on a past person, and this isn't going to be for everyone, you know, I've been on YouTube long enough, and those of you who've been with me on this journey, you know, for long enough, it's kind of like the past is gone. We've closed those doors, we barred them shut, welded them shut, or simply don't, you know, partake in interest in them anymore. And so the emphasis is on kind of moving forward. What is up ahead? So this isn't going to resonate with everybody of like the person who didn't choose you or who you had to leave behind, that this indicates, okay, well, up ahead, here they are. But for some of you that are maybe on like a higher level soulmate journey with another person, this can indicate that they are in a place of, all right, I'm ready to take the next step in my life. I'm ready to take the next step towards this person. Might have been the right person, wrong time before, but now we've kind of recalibrated ourselves, and it's time to give this another chance. It feels like for the majority of you, though, this is going to apply to you've become a new version of yourself, and therefore it's time to allow yourself to be seen, to be recognized, to be approached by and celebrated by and claimed by people that you're not going to have to spend so much time in kind of the process of getting to know one another, sort of stitching up the wounds of the past. It's almost like you can begin fresh because you've created a freshness within yourself, and there's somebody that's going to see that at face value. There's somebody that's going to recognize that version of you, and even if they don't know your backstory, it's like if you've been putting in that work, you've accentuated yourself. You've had that glow up. Doesn't matter, you know, what the choices in partners were before, what your ups and downs have been in romance or in life. It's all about kind of embracing this version of yourself in the here and now, and giving this current version of yourself in real time the opportunity to experience something very different in romance, very different in love, very different in even your relationship to prosperity and abundance, or your relationship with self. It's time to put down kind of the methodology, the tools, the practices that had put you in like a survival mode, or in kind of a place of needing to heal, needing to come to terms with some things, create your own peace, create closure for yourself, you know, to really just kind of let go of the past and move forward. And this is all about the essence in the here and now of beautiful things await, not in the rear view mirror, but in this moment, and kind of looking forward. So it feels like for some of you there may be the sense of like, everything around me is in chaos, and yet I feel that this is the time to push through. This is the time to look beyond all of that, look beyond kind of whatever anybody else is going through, and really just sort of focus on yourself, focus on your emotional needs, focus on your well-being. And if those things aren't being met in your current environment, either if as you've cloistered yourself away, you've gone into hermit mode, or, you know, maybe this can indicate kind of people that have been influential or important along your journey at this point in time. It may be that time to take that step forward, you know, to kind of take off those training wheels and just see kind of what else is out there for you, what other kind of experiences are out there, what other kinds of people that you can meet. This is not the time to judge new experiences or new people based on like the lens of the past. You've come too far, you've been through too much to kind of judge new circumstances by the ways in which people in the past maybe did you dirty, did a disservice, didn't appreciate you, didn't value you, or you didn't value yourself enough to make better choices, to set better boundaries, to step away from situations that weren't in your highest good sooner. So this is all about a season of giving yourself the gift of grace, you know, not really an emphasis on kind of forgiving the past or coming to terms with the past. It's like there'll be an opportunity to revisit that later. There's an energy of momentum that is kind of propelling aspects of my collective forward towards the unknown, towards the new experiences that are maybe just waiting in the wings, waiting for you, the viewer, to signal that, yes, I'm ready for something else. I put in the work, I put in the effort, I've loved myself through this process, and I'm ready for something new. So let me just I want to get one card from this Angels and Ancestors deck and get a little bit of kind of guidance about this. What else do you need to know specifically at this time? Okay, we have Sun, enjoy success and happiness. Yeah, so this is all about the energy of illumination. People often see this, like the Sun card in tarot, as, oh, it's a really positive omen, good things. And yeah, that's the case. It's bright and beautiful. But I had one tarot reader describe it to me in a way that really stuck with me, and personally on my journey, this has been how I've come to interpret the energy of the Sun card. And it's all about illumination. And it's not just the things that are beautiful that we want to see. Sometimes it's illuminations of the tough truth, but it's that idea of the truth shall set you free. So for some of you, you know, this may be the time to kind of evaluate for yourself, where have you been trying to just fake it till you make it, trying to just kind of push forward on positive affirmations, on, you know, I know it'll get better. I know the sun will come out tomorrow. I know it can't rain all the time. I know better days are coming. With that knowledge within, with the work that you put into yourself, to set healthy boundaries, maybe to, you know, have that come to Jesus meeting with yourself, you know, whatever it is that looks like, however that's taken shape for you in your own life, in your own process, now's the time to kind of face that sort of rude awakening that the only currency you have in this life truly is your time. It is your energy, it is your attention. So where are you applying it? You've done a beautiful job of taking ownership of the past, of course correcting as best as you could, and excellently beyond circumstances that were out of your control and within things that were of your own making. And now's the time to release yourself from that bondage, release yourself from that process. Let the messy version of you be seen. Let the beautifully imperfect version of you be seen. Let this renewed version of you be seen for all that you are, because you never know who's going to love this version of yourself that you've been working on behind the scenes and you've been keeping hidden away. So I hope that these energies and messages resonated with you, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.